evening fills the air with quiet dreams that settle there. The river glows beneath the stars, like shattered pieces turned to art. The willow sways beside the stream, as if protecting fragile things. And every ripple drifting slow feels like a place my heart could go. I used to think that if I healed, I'd lose the sadness I concealed. But even skies that clear from rain still carry traces of the storm's remains. And the river learns the moonlight after endless days of losing light. Every scar beneath the tide still reflects the silver sky. I don't need to run from who I'm becoming now. Maybe peace is simply this, letting softness still exist. The mountains rest beneath the snow, still holding rivers deep below. No fear within their silent way, just patience teaching how to wait. The rain begins then drifts away, leaving diamonds on the leaves. And somewhere in that quiet shine, I feel a gentler pulse in mine. I don't know where this road will end, or if all broken things can mend, but the dawn still warms the sea without asking certainty. Every storm I knew was slowly opening the view inside me. Maybe every lonely ache was teaching me the heart can break and still beat softly. I'm a meadow after frost, still carrying what I lost, but growing. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often happens without knowing. Yeah, the river learns the moonlight, even through the fading nights. Every wound beneath my skin lets another morning in. I don't turn away when the gray skies choose to stay, 'cause every storm that led me through left the heavens washed anew. And somewhere beneath the endless blue, I think my soul is learning how to bloom. The pale dawn stretches through the haze in quiet golden smoky gray. The empty fields beneath the light feel softer after endless nights. The birds drift slowly through the wind, like they still trust the air they're in. And every wing against the blue feels like a part of me breaking through. I used to think the weight I carried will leave my spirit cold and buried, but even branches bent by snow still lift again when warm winds blow. And the sky still holds the birds even after storms are heard. Every scar beneath the rain still learns how to rise again. I don't need to fear every shadow lingering here. Maybe healing starts ocean breeze beneath the moon, pulling tides in quiet blue. No shame within the waves that break, no fear in giving more than they take. The mountains stand beyond the mist, still shaped by all the years they've lived. And somewhere in their silent grace, I feel my soul slow down its pace. I don't know where this road will lead or what tomorrow has to me, but the stars still fill the dark without forgetting how to spark. Maybe every storm I faced was slowly teaching me to make room for softness. Maybe every lonely ache was opening a hidden space for consciousness. I'm a river after rain, still carrying traces of pain, but clearer. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often feels like surrender. Yeah, the sky still holds the birds, even after painful worlds. Every wound beneath my skin lets another sun rise in. I don't turn away when the gray skies choose to stay, 'cause every storm that led me through left the heavens washed anew. And somewhere beneath the endless light, I think my heart is learning how to fly. The midnight sky hangs low and wide above the dark and restless tide. The lighthouse glows against the storm, like fragile hope still keeping warm. The waves collide against the shore, then fade into the night once more. And every echo in the sea feels like a memory inside of me. I used to think that if I fell, the silence would become my shell. But even after thunder breaks, the earth still trembles, still awake. And the stars wait through the rain, even when the sky feels changed. Every scar beneath the night still carries traces of the light. I don't need to hide from the oceans in my mind. Maybe healing starts the day we stop turning hope away. The forest breeze beneath the frost, still holding everything it lost. No bitterness within the trees, just quiet strength beneath the leaves. The mountains where the drifting snow, like proof that time can soften stone. And somewhere in their patient height, I feel my soul release its fight. I don't know where this road will bend, or if all broken things can mend, but the dawn still finds the sea without needing certainty. Maybe every storm I feared was slowly making one thing clear: I was human. Maybe every lonely ache was opening my heart, and now the fading night, I think my heart still holds the light. The fading sunlight on the sea paints quiet gold across the breeze. The shoreline waits beneath the sky like something wounded, learning why. The gulls drift slowly through the wind, then disappear and rise again. And every echo from the tide feels like a truth I couldn't hide. I used to think that pain would stay, like winter never leaves the gray. But even after endless rain, the earth still finds a way to change. And the waves still reach the shore, even after every storm. Every scar beneath the foam still searches for a place called home. I don't need to fear every shadow lingering here. Maybe healing starts with trust, letting life become enough. Breeze beneath the rain, without resisting every change. The roots grow deeper in the dark, still protecting every spark. The mountains stand beyond the mist, unafraid of loneliness. And somewhere in their silent height, I feel my soul return to light. I don't know where this road will lead or what tomorrow asked of me, but the stars still fill the sky without forgetting how to shine. Maybe every storm I faced was slowly teaching me to make room for softness. Maybe every lonely night was opening my eyes to quiet hopefulness. I'm a river after snow, still carrying the cold but flowing. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often happens without knowing. Yeah, the waves still reach the shore, even after being torn. Every wound beneath my skin feels lighter than it once had been. I don't turn away when the dark clouds choose to stay, 'cause every storm that led me through left the sky a brighter blue. And somewhere beneath the endless sea, I think my heart is finally free. The autumn sky fades into gray as golden leaves drift far away. The forest hums a quiet hymn, like healing written in the wind. The river bends around the stones, never fearing where it goes. And every current moving free feels like a softer side of me. I used to think that if I changed, I lose the pieces that remain. But even branches stripped by snow, still trust the spring enough to grow. And the wind remembers the trees even after losing leaves. Every scar beneath the bark still protects a living heart. I don't need to hide from the storms I keep inside. Maybe peace begins the day we stop pushing love away. The ocean breeze beneath the moon, rising, falling, quiet blue. No shame within the shifting tide, just faith the waves will realign. The mountains stand beyond the rain, worn by years but still unchanged. And somewhere in their silent strength I feel my spirit stretch again. I don't know where this road will lead or what tomorrow has to mean, but the stars still cross the sky without forgetting how to shine. Maybe every storm I feared was slowly clearing out the air around me. Maybe every lonely ache was teaching me the heart can break and still beat softly. I'm a meadow after frost, still carrying what I lost but blooming. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often happens while moving. Yeah, the wind remembers the trees even after winter leaves. Every wound beneath my skin lets another sun rise, and I don't turn away when the cold winds choose to stay. 'Cause every storm that led me through left the world a deeper hue. And somewhere beneath the endless dawn, I think my soul has finally grown. The quiet morning fills the air with faded gold and softened prayer. The valley wakes beneath the mist like something fragile still exists. The river catches bits of light and carries them beyond my sight. And every shimmer on the stream feels like a half-remembered dream. I used to think the hurt would stay, like all the color drained away. But even after endless rain, the earth still opens up again. And the clouds that let the sun through, even when the sky turns blue, gray too. Every scar beneath the rain still learns how to bloom again. I don't need to hide every storm I hold inside. Maybe healing starts the day we stop pushing one foot away. The forest sways beneath the wind, no fear of breaking now and then. The roots hold tightly on the ground while leaves keep dancing all around. The mountains disappear in snow, still carrying the rivers below. And somewhere in their quiet grace, I feel my soul begin to rest. I don't know where this road will lead or who I'll be beyond the grief, but the stars still cross the night without forgetting how to shine. Maybe every storm I fear was slowly making one thing clear: I was changing. Maybe every lonely ache was opening a hidden space for becoming. I'm a shoreline after tide, still reshaped from what survived, but breathing. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often happens while we're grieving. Yeah, the clouds still let the sun through, even after all we've been through. Every wound beneath my skin lets another morning in. I don't turn away when the gray skies choose to stay. Cause every storm that led me through left the heavens washed anew. And somewhere beneath the waking light, I think my heart still wants to try. The quiet dawn across the plains spills amber light through falling rain. The open fields breathe soft and slow, like hearts still learning to let go. The river mirrors fading skies, carrying clouds as they pass by. And every shimmer in the blue feels like a dream returning true. I used to think that if I healed, I'd lose the hurt that made me real. But even after winter fades, the earth remembers every snowflake. And the horizon waits in silence beyond the storms and all the violence. Every scar beneath the light still survives the longest nights. I don't need to hide from the waves I hold inside. Maybe healing starts the day we stop turning hope away. The forest bends beneath the wind without resisting where it's been. The roots grow deeper through the rain, still choosing life despite the pain. The mountains stand beyond the haze, worn smooth by countless passing days. And somewhere in their quiet grace, I feel my soul slow down its pace. I don't know where this road will lead or what tomorrow has to mean, but the stars still fill the sky without forgetting how to shine. Maybe every storm I feared was slowly clearing out the years of sorrow. Maybe every lonely ache was teaching me the heart can break and still follow. I'm a shoreline after tides, still reshaped by what survived, but breathing. And the hardest thing to trust is healing often comes without speaking. Yeah, the horizon waits in silence, even after pain and violence. Every wound beneath my skin lets another sun rise in. I don't turn away when the gray skies choose to stay, 'cause storm that led me through left the heavens washed anew. Somewhere beneath the endless dawn, I think my soul has quietly grown strong. The quiet storm across the sea moves like a thought, returning softly. The distant thunder fades and hums like all the things I can't outrun. The city lights beneath the gray glow weaker as the night gives way, and every reflection in the street feels like old ghosts beneath my feet. I used to think that if I cried, the flood would never leave my eyes. But even rivers after rain eventually learn calm again. And the rain knows where to fall, on broken roofs and empty halls. Every scar beneath the storm still searches for a place that's warm. I don't need to hide from the chaos in my mind. Maybe healing starts the day we stop asking pain to fade away. The forest listens to the wind without needing to understand it. The branches sway, the roots stay deep, holding life beneath the grief. The mountain disappear in cloud, yet never doubt they'll still stand proud. And somewhere in their quiet strength, I feel my soul stretch out again. I don't know where this road will end, or if the broken pieces mend, but the stars still cross the dark without forgetting how to spark. Maybe every storm I feared was slowly washing something clear inside me. Maybe every lonely ache was teaching me that hearts can break and still beat gently. I'm a shoreline after tide, still reshaped by what survived. But breathing, and the hardest thing to trust is healing often comes without meaning to. Yeah, the rain knows where to fall, even on the weakest walls. Every wound beneath my skin lets another morning in. I don't turn away when the gray skies choose to stay, 'cause every storm that led me through left the heavens washed in blue. And somewhere beneath the quiet light, I think my heart is learning not to fight. quiet rain begins to fall, and silver lines beyond my walls. The meadow bends beneath the gray light. break hearts that learn to ache and stay. The river hums beneath the bridge, carrying secrets through the mist. And every ripple drifting wide feels like a fear I used to hide. I used to think that if I cried, the world would never want me back. But even for a scar by flame, still welcome springtime all the same. And the rain still finds the earth after every loss and hurt. Every wound beneath the skin still lets a little healing in. I don't need to run from who I've been or what I've done. Maybe peace begins the day we stop pushing light away. Fade beneath the snow, still holding rivers deep below. No fear within the silent why, just patience waiting for the light. The ocean rises with the moon and settles back into the blue. And somewhere in its endless tide, I feel my soul soften inside. I don't know where this road will lead or what tomorrow asks of me, but the stars still cross the night without forgetting how to shine. Maybe every storm I feared was slowly making one thing clear. I was growing. Maybe every lonely ache was opening a hidden space for hope. And I'm a valley after rain, still carrying traces of pain, but breathing. And the hardest thing, the trust is healing, often happens without speaking. Yeah, the rain still finds the earth even after all the hurt. Every scar beneath my skin feels softer than it once had been. I don't turn away when the dark clouds choose to stay, 'cause every storm that let me through left the sky a deeper blue. And somewhere beneath the endless dawn, I think my heart has finally moved on. The early frost on meadow grass glows silver while the cold winds pass. The morning hangs in quiet blue, like fragile thoughts becoming true. The river winds through sleeping trees, still moving with such gentle ease. And every curve beneath the sky feels like a reason not to hide. I used to think the pain I knew would stain forever what I grew into. But even branches split by snow still hold the strength to bloom and grow. And the river carries every season without asking for a reason. Every scar beneath the flow still reflects the light it knows. I don't need to run from all the things I've been through. Maybe healing starts the day we stop turning, walk the way. The mountains fade beneath the rain, yet somehow still they remain. No fear within the ancient stone, just patience carved into the soul. The ocean rises with the moon, then settles back into the blue. And somewhere in that endless slowly clearing out the years of hiding. Maybe every lonely ache was teaching me my heart could break without dying.